Alright, you guys get 2 videos today. So, being honest with you, I feel like I didn't do a lot of heel work with her. My reason for that, there really shouldn't be a reason, should not be a reason, but I'm going to give a reason. Just with the limping and stuff, it took so long for us to really figure out what it was. We didn't focus on walking, so kind of makes sense that you got a little issues with her in walking. Hopefully she's a stud at placing on, and also down. Sit. Yes, good girl. So I'm gonna just do some walking back and forth here in the carport because the blacktop on my driveway is hot. So I would assume the road's gonna be hot, and I don't want to burn up her pads or anything. So we're just gonna do a little bit here. I might disappear and go around into the grass area, but I wanted to work her next to the dogs too. So they just got done doing their session. So now I'm going to do passive training with those guys, but also active training with them for heel. So, sit. Yes, good girl. Good job, sweet girl. As you'll see in the video before this one, sit. Good girl. No. Yes. Good. Yes, good girl. Bark on command did not go very well. She just wasn't giving me a lot of energy, which makes sense because I had been, I don't want to say hard on her, but I'd been focusing on the calm down, relax part. Now it's like, okay, get amped up. So we're going to have that little bit of fight. So, but you'll see, and I'll explain the stuff in that video. So we're going to work on heel. I don't have her e-collar on right now, just the prong collar, because that's probably 90% of the time how you're going to walk her. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna go back and forth, do little turns, all those things, and just keep it moving. Heel. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. Yes. Good job. Good. Heel. Yes. So that's a little tricky one. I don't know if I showed you that or not officially. Heel. Yes. Good. Heel. Yes. Good. So there's multiple ways you can do that turn. You can do it that way where you get to your turn on your left foot. You're gonna, your right foot. Stop. You're going to pass the leash in front of you, you're going to pivot, and you're going to turn and put the leash behind your back again. Okay? The only reason you're going to do this is to look fucking cool when you're doing off-leash heel. So, I mean, when she's off-leash, it makes way more sense, but she's on-leash, so. But anyways, going to the looking really cool, imagine you're walking, and you make this turn, and your dog, without being on leash, just walks around you and right back to your left side. When I strictly did just e-collar training for the last company, beat them into submission type stuff, that was how we trained it. And I've trained many dogs. Sit. Yes, good. To do it off leash, and it just looks really cool off leash. On leash, it's complicated, but even then, it does have some practical application for off leash. Okay. It's really the only place it works. It's because off leash, if you were to try to turn, hold on, let me back up. When you're on leash and you make a left turn into your dog, so typically this is what it looks like. And you just pivot around that, right? And then it's back on your lap. Okay? Really sharp, they just pivot and go. But when they're off leash, so she's off leash and I try to make that turn, that actually went super well. But hopefully you can see where that could be a big issue. As in, we're both walking, going straight, and then I decide to turn, she's still going. because she didn't know I was turning. And then I'm trying to get around her, I kick her, you fumble, stumble, bumble. It's a big old issue. So, yeah. Ooh. Yes, good girl. Good. But when you do it this way, again, to practice off leash, she just goes around you. Yes. Heel. Yes. Good. It just looks cool. But it also creates a habit of her just going around you, so you don't have to worry about tripping over her when you're doing it off leash. So you can do it that way, or if you're going to have her on leash, you can just walk around her and just have her pivot. So your choice, practice both if you want. And really, if you look at it, there's another part of it. I don't know if I explained this very well, but if you watch the dog, she's going to do this, okay, around me, okay? It's the exact same path, whether I turn left or I turn right. She makes the exact same habit, turn, okay? You come here, but if I do it this way, she does the exact same movement. The only thing that changes is me, okay? So there's that part too, so that you're just creating the same habit for her every single turn. Again, your choice. What do you want to do? I like to practice both, just so if we ever do get to the off-leash part, it looks really cool. And that's rule number one, always look cool. Rule number two is don't forget rule number one. I think. There's more to that. Heel. Heel. Yes, good girl. Heel. 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 Yes. No. Yeah. Good job, sweet girl. Good job. Yeah. Okay. So, and something else I've seen a lot with clients, the humans, I think Josh actually did this a few times during some of our one-on-ones, and it was mixing up let's go and heel. So heel is going to be right here next to me. This is heel. Heel means you stay right here next to me. Heel the whole time. Let's go means you have a little more freedom. Just being near me. You have the leash. Like, you have all this room. Let's go. And it's just about being around me, not so much being right next to me. So let's go gives a little more freedom, and that's what I use to let the dog know they're done with that rep. So for place work, place, let's go, place, let's go, to get them out of it and to move with me. That's all it really means, is move with me, okay? I mean, you can use it as a heel command also, but heel is just a little more strict. So place, strict, as in go to your dog bed and that's it. Heel is you're in this box and that's it. Let's go is just a little more fluid. So you have a little more freedom. But yeah, that's heel. I don't know if I really gave you a proper video on it, but there we go. For on leash, of course.